Hey, I'm Will Lee. I work with the church with communications.
And I'm Emily. I'm the parish administrator, and I send you all of the emails.
So we're going to talk a bit today about Zoom. We're on a Zoom meeting right now, and we're going to just kind of chat a little bit about some things that have come up recently. Since we are all social distancing, we've got some new realities that we're dealing with, and that includes all these virtual kind of meetings now. So um, Emily, I think probably the thing we should start with, of course, is if anyone's been watching the news, you've seen Zoom in the news quite a bit over the last few days because they've jumped from however many users they had before just a couple weeks ago to millions and millions more users now today, and it's highlighted some issues. So, what have you heard about some of the issues with Zoom?
I have heard specifically about just random people jumping into others' Zoom meetings, maybe sharing inappropriate content. And I know there was an issue with Norfolk Collegiate, so even close to home,
Yeah.
where some random person jumped into a teacher's Zoom meeting to the children and shared really inappropriate content. So there's a lot of privacy issues that we are trying to address now.
Yeah, yeah. Zoom is a great tool, but it definitely has some concerns. So we want to make sure that we're addressing those right up front with you, with our parish, so that as we use Zoom for live interactive type things like this, that you don't have to be scared of it. No one has to be worried. So let's talk about some of the things that we're doing to help, and some things that Zoom is doing to help as well. Uh, One thing to be aware of is that these security and privacy concerns, as they've come to light now, it's been a good thing because it's forced Zoom to say, hey, we need to do something about this, and they have. A lot of these issues they've started to address already. So the first thing that I would suggest is, if you know how and if you can, please make sure you're using the latest version of the Zoom software or the Zoom app.
And as soon as you go to the Zoom website, it will prompt you to update your Zoom.
Good. In
hmm
fact, just as I was getting ready to start this call with you, Emily, I got a notice saying, hey, let's update your app. So I went ahead and did that. So make sure you're using that. That will address some of the issues. But we're going to do some things on our end too, just to make sure that we're minimizing potential for um, people to intrude on our meetings when they don't need to be here, or to just to enhance our parish's security and privacy. So Emily, you want to share anything about some of what we're going to do there?
Sure. So we have decided that we're no longer going to post any Zoom links on our social media. That will be the overarching thing that will keep us the safest, because on social media, anyone can click into a Zoom meeting, and we don't want anyone there. Though we would love some visitors, we don't need any Zoom bombers.
Right.
Um, And then we're also going to have a virtual church page on our christandstluke's.org website, which you will only be able to access that web page through our emails that we're putting out, or if you have the exact link to our web page, which will also link all of our Zoom meetings that we have scheduled for that week on the
Yeah.
virtual church web page.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, it's not foolproof, of course, but it just adds another layer in there, so that if someone's trying to randomly find a Zoom meeting they can jump on, we're just trying to make it a little more difficult for them to do that. Um, the other thing I would just say is, if you're not already in one of our private Facebook groups, or on our email list, pick one of those at least to be a part of. You can get on our email list by going to christandstluke's.org/subscribe. I think I'll double check and make sure that's
Mhm.
right. But go there and you can sign up to get our emails. And then when Emily sends out emails that have important information about how to connect with one of these Zoom meetings, you'll get that there. We'll also post on our private Facebook groups, but not on our public page. And the link that we'll send you in all those, again, will take you to this page on our website, where we'll have buttons you can click, or links you can click there to access specific Zoom meetings,
So
like
no
the one
longer
that's coming out.
Yeah, so it'll no longer be you can just click the button and you're joining the Zoom meeting in our emails. You'll click a button, it will go to our Christ and St. Luke's virtual church page, and you click another link, and then you're in the Zoom meeting. So it's adding that extra layer of protection for us.
Yeah, good. Anything else you think, Emily, we need to address on security or privacy issues? Is that
Um, I am not, I think that's pretty much it. We're going to add passwords to all of our meetings. It won't change how you're entering the meeting because the password is included in the link. But if someone is trying to randomly generate a meeting number, then that will add an extra layer of security for us.
Yeah, yeah. So all that to say, again, nothing's foolproof or flawless, but we're just trying to add layers in there so that people who are trying to find random Zoom meetings to jump on and hijack, Zoom bomb, I think is the new term,
Mm-hmm.
that they won't be able to do that as easily. So let's talk a bit about just some how-to pieces, because I know it's new technology for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, if you want to get on one of our Zoom meetings, we've tried to make it super simple, like we've just said, by having a little link for you to click. And then if you follow the prompts on your computer or phone, it should do the rest for you. But let's just lay out a few things that are going to make life a little easier for you. So first of all, if you're on a mobile device, a tablet or a phone or whatever, download the Zoom app. It will work better. It will be easier. It's just a good start for you. Is that right, Emily? Does that sound
Yep,
good?
and it's completely free and you don't have to have an account. So it is just a matter of clicking our links and that will get you to your Zoom meeting.
Now, if you're on a computer, a laptop or a desktop computer, and you click a link, Zoom's going to want to install a little bit of software on your computer. If that's tricky, if that's challenging for you, Brian easily has offered to help with any of these kind of technical pieces if you need some help with that. So we will have, let's see, we need to get you access to his email. So we'll include his contact information in the next email we send out. Will that work, Emily, for you?
Mm-hmm.
Can we do that? Okay, that way you can get in touch. And he said that's okay to do that because he wants people to be able to get in touch with him if you need some help with that. But yeah, it'll download a little bit of software to your computer, and then anytime you click one of our Zoom links, it will just open up that Zoom software. It's going to ask you for some permissions for things, whether you're on a mobile device or on your computer. It's going to ask to use your microphone. It's going to ask to use your video camera. Those are important if you want to talk or be seen.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want any of those options, Emily, is there a way for them to join us without using video or their computer? Can they just join by phone?
Yes, so they can just call in and we would just hear their audio like we would be on a phone call, like a conference phone call with them.
So we'll need to provide, I guess we'll need to provide the call-in number with all of our Zoom links as well then. So we'll make sure that's on our page as well. So if the technology piece is too much or you're just not interested or there's a privacy or security concern at all, and you just want to use your phone and call in, we'll have the call-in links for our Zoom meetings as well. You can just dial that number and get in. You can at least listen and participate that way as well. What else, Emily? What else do we need to talk about with the how-tos?
Um,
Tell you what I'll do also, we'll post in the comments section here a link to a video from Zoom's website showing how to join a meeting. So hopefully that'll walk you through some things as well.
and the
Oh, I know,
Zoom has a lot of different tutorials if you need anything
that's
to
true.
figure out how to use Zoom. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How about muting audio and video, Emily?
Yeah,
Best
so
practices there?
some Zoom etiquette, you could say. So when you are joining a meeting like our coffee hours or anything, it would be best for as soon as you join the meeting to mute yourself. So if you're on a desktop, at the very bottom, there is this little bar, and it's what looks like a microphone, and you can just press mute so that we don't hear any background noises. And then when you do want to talk, you can unmute yourself and talk. And the same goes with if you do not want to be on camera, you can stop your video. And
you'll still be able to hear, you'll still be able to participate.
mm-hmm.
If you're on a mobile device, sometimes you may have to tap your screen to get that little bar to come up where you can see those options. But just be aware that those options are available for you to mute yourself and start or stop your video also. Good. Any other etiquette pieces?
I think it's just a matter of if you what we've been doing in our coffee hours thus far is we have been doing a lot of like hand raising. If you want to talk, we can call on you. We just want to minimize background noise so there isn't like yelling to your partner that's in the kitchen or the laundry machine as Will had going the other day.
Yeah, I did.
It's distracting and it takes away from our overall Zoom experience where we can connect and be together.
Yeah, and it's one thing when you've got 2 or 3 people on a call, but when you've got 20 or 30 people on a call and everyone's video is live and their audio is going, it can be very distracting. So yeah, just keep yourself muted if you can, if you're not speaking.
Mhm.
So that, I mean, that should be the basics. Like I said, we don't want to make it too complicated. We're glad that we have this technology. We're glad we can do this. We really miss seeing everyone and being together, but this is a good next best thing for right now. If you have any questions, like I said, we'll send out some contact information for Brian. You can always email office@christandstluke's.org as well, and we'll get back to you. We want to make it as accessible as possible for everyone. So if you're having trouble, please let us know. I'm happy to walk through things with you as well.
Oh, one more.
Anything we've left out?
Yeah, if you're joining with a child, like if you have a choristers meeting or a children chapel meeting, we want to make sure a parent is present with a child for every Zoom meeting that a child is on.
Yeah, moms, dads, you don't have to be on the screen with them. We just need you to be present, to be aware of what's going on. Know that anytime, and I'm glad you brought that up, Emily, anytime we're doing one of these Zoom meetings, especially if we're doing it with kids, we're not posting those online. We're not taking screenshots and putting those on social media. We're just not going to be doing that. Your children's safety is very paramount to us. Their security and privacy is paramount to us as well. So if you ever have any questions about privacy related issues or concerns about that, please get in touch with us and let us know. We can talk to you about that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay, so I think the next big thing we've got coming up at the Zoom meeting is a little bit of a different format. Is that and that's coming up on Sunday? Is that right, Emily?
Yes, so it is our parish town hall where we can ask our clergy and a series of panelists about upcoming things like Holy Week and how we're going to continue moving forward with our capital campaign and such like that. So it's going to be a little different because it's a webinar. So we have like a series of panelists, and then everyone else who joins the meeting cannot talk and also isn't on video. So you'll be able to chat, which is over to the side of the screen. You'll be able to make comments that way. But other than that, you will be silent and just listening.
Good. And have we already sent out the link for that, or is that going to be done later?
Yes, we've sent out the link to the virtual page on our website.
Okay, so we'll make sure that's updated with the webinar link for the parish town hall meeting. And what time is that?
It's at 11:30 on Sunday.
Okay, 11:30 on Sunday. Good.
Yep.
All
And
right.
it will be also linked in our church at home email that we send on Sunday mornings.
Excellent. Okay, great. And again, if you're ever having any issues with navigating the technology or downloading something or using something that's going to help us connect during this time we're not together, please let us know. And Emily and I will work with you, and Brian and whoever else can, we'll work with you, and we'll make it happen. Okay. All right. Hey, thanks, Emily. That's great. Well, look forward to seeing you guys later.
Awesome.